what they changed. Let's put everything in English. What if they did change anything? I saw this 2 weeks ago, so it's not like a huge change from the 3 weeks ago, I said. I think they took, I don't know if this is exactly the same, but I know they took out a lot of different things. Oh, it is exactly the same. It is the same. You're right. I'm foolish. So, it's... Experience the epicness! So, that marble, whoever does your trailers, you put in experience the epicness, but the fact that epicness isn't like hyper pronounced or anything crazy in here is kind of a failure because to be honest, lowercase epicness does not look epic. I'm just saying. It looks grammatically correct, but it does not look epic. So in today's news, we will be going over all the fun things that are going to be going over for the brand new event, which is the Attack on Titan collaboration event. And of course, it's coming to global. Yep, it's all in English, so it's coming to global. So that's how you know. All right, so thank you for supporting everything. It's going to be great, and we're going to be going over the AOT collaboration event. They have world quests that are going to be available. The new AOT collaboration characters are coming, and we'll be going over those in a bit. The other thing we're going to be coming out is going to be a Titan elimination event, as well as Titan conquest, and there's going to be collaboration celebration events. And I'm going to be going over those in this video, and reading this whole post is going to be very, very gratuitous. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you what happened. Alrighty guys, so we're going to be doing the first unit in the collaboration, which is going to be SSR Eren. And SSR Eren is a character that we are going to get 6 out of 6 free-to-play ultimate. You're going to have the entire amount of SSR Erens for free. So this one, everyone is going to be able to play, and it's going to be very cool. The first ability for Eren is going to be 240% attack against a single target enemy, and the second rank of it is going to do 300%, but also cancel stances. The third ability for Eren is going to do 500% attack against single target, and of course, cancel stances again. And the second ability is going to be the same as it is for Red Derriere. It's going to give Eren 20% all stats for 2 turns. The rank 2 of this ability is going to do 30% of all stats for 2 turns, and of course evade attacks for 1 turn. The third rank of this ability is going to do 50% attack for attack, defense, and HP for all stats, and evade attack for 1 turn, as well as have the buffs on for 3 turns. Eren has decent substat, not really the best when it comes to overall substats, kind of in mid-range, but he does a little bit of a boost with Super Awakening. Now, his ultimate ability is a single target ability that has 630% attack against 1 enemy, and also it has a Shatter mechanic. Shatter is the ability that, of course, ignores resistance, and it goes from 630% attack all the way up to 945%. Eren is going to do increased damage dealt toward unknown races by 30%, and 2 of the most common units that are going to have unknown race are going to be Merlin and Gother. He has association with, of course, Meliodas, Blue Giant Diane, and that's it. Those are the only ones. He gets attack from those characters or defense from those characters. Alright, then next in the list we have Green SSR Eren. Green SSR Eren has an Ikimas ability on his first ability that's going to do 240% attack to 1 enemy. It go up to 300% attack, and of course increase ultimate gauge by 1. It's the exact same ability as Green Escanor if you didn't catch my drift on the Ikimas. It goes up to 500% on rank 3, and of course increases ultimate gauge by +2. Now Eren is going to have a second ability that's going to do 120, 120, and 180 as an area effect attack that's going to do 120 just flat initially, then do a disable ultimate moves on all enemies for 1 turn on the second ability, and the rank 3 of this ability is going to disable ultimate moves for 2 turns. His passive ability in his base form is going to increase damage dealt for every by 10% for every ultimate gauge that he does have. So at max, of course, it is at 50%. Now, Eren, when he uses his ultimate ability, is going to, of course, use a card and then increase his attack-related, defense-related, and HP-related stats by 10% for 5 turns. It's then going to decrease enemies' attack-related stats, as you can see on the debuff on the enemy, by 30% for 1 turn. Eren is going to have the same abilities as Red Escanor, whereas the first ability is going to have an Amplify base mechanic, and Amplify, if you were not aware, increases damage dealt by 30% per buff that he has on himself. And Eren actually does work with the Arthur buff, so you can actually have all of the Eren buffs on your kit as well as having all of the Arthur buffs on your kit, giving you a total of, I believe, 8 buffs that you could potentially have on Eren. The second ability is going to be, the first ability is 180, 270, and 450, and the second ability is 150, 150, and 200%. At the end of the Titan transformation, that's how it looks. It goes back to normal, and so let's just go back into Titan form and do that again. Second rank of his second ability for his Titan form is going to do 150% attack against all enemies and deplete ultimate gauge by 1 orb. And finally, the rank 3 of this is going to do 250% attack and deplete 3 ultimate gauge on all enemies. His ultimate ability is the exact same ultimate as Red and Green Escanor, dealing a raw damage attack toward one enemy at 840%, and I believe it maxes out at 1260. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it's close to that. He's also, in Titan form, just immune to all ultimate move disabling effects, and that is his entire kit. Unfortunately, though, Eren does have very, very low substats, as you can see over here. The only thing he has very high, decent on is on Pierce Rate, and he does get a little bit better on Super Awakening, but seeing how that's not on Global, it's not going to be a thing that you're able to use. Next on the list, we have Levi Taicho. And Levi, of course, is going to be the coolest unit of the event, and it has the first ability, which is the same as Jericho, the same as any character in the game that has a single target spike attack. No, not Jericho, I mean Zeldris. And it does 160%, 240%, and 400%. It's the exact same thing as Green King, I should say. Sorry about that. And Spike, if you did not know, increases critical damage by ×2. It is going to make it so that Levi's damage is going to do very, very large amounts of damage. And this is a Super Awakened 4-star Levi with no UR gear. With UR gear, you could probably experience somewhere around the similar amount of damage on his spike attack against one enemy. As you can see, it is a very, very large amount of damage toward one enemy. The second ability is going to be this... I'll do it alone, and it's going to have an area effect ability, which is going to do 100% damage to all enemies. Despair is a new mechanic that's going to be brought into the game that is going to heal for 15% of diminished HP when a critical hit occurs. And that's any critical hit, so it will only trigger once, and that's basically the same as Blue King's heal, so 15% of missing HP. It goes from 100 to 150 and finally at 250% at maximum. His ultimate ability is going to cancel buffs and stances on one enemy and deal 630% attack toward one enemy, all the way up to 945% at max ultimate. His passive ability is what makes Levi so interesting, and Levi's passive is going to make this hero always crit against enemies that have the lowest amount of HP. And if you were wondering, Levi will always crit against multiple enemies on the field, making it so that he will actually crit 3 separate times guaranteed on the first hit if he starts off immediately. Now, the unfortunate thing about Levi is that before his Super Awakening, he has a very, very low amount of substats here. He has 30% Pierce Rate, 30% Resistance Rate, 10% Regen, 10% crit chance, so against all non-main targets, you're going to have a very, very low chance of crit, and he only has 140% crit damage. His crit resistance and crit defense are very, very high, as so are his lifesteal and recovery rate, so he is going to have a very big leech mechanic on himself, giving him a large amount of tankiness. Unfortunately, though, his damage is a little bit lackluster in the crit department, where he gets a lot of his damage from is from his Super Awakenings, and he gets a large amount of critical damage from that, as well as a large amount of critical damage from cosmetics. Overall, his kit is actually very, very strong, and Zeldris is, of course, the better of the two versions between the two units. Unfortunately, because Zeldris' commandment as well as overall passive work a little bit better for him in the overall synergy. But, you know, it's Levi, so he's awesome. Next on the list is going to be Mikasa, and Mikasa is, at a first glance, the worst unit of the AOT Collaboration event, and at a second glance, might be a little bit better, because I tried her, and she's actually working in top tier PvP, so that's interesting. So, first, with Mikasa, she starts out at 130% attack against one enemy, and it do a bleed effect over the course of 2 turns. Bleed, if you did not know, is an ability that will do 80% of the damage dealt to a single target over the course of 2 turns for every turn it ticks. So on that hit right there, for 70k damage, it would actually be ticking for a 50,000 damage bleed on the following turn. Her second ability, though, is a little bit lackluster and probably needs to get buffed a little bit. It's going to be an area effect attack that inflicts Secret Technique against all enemies, and Secret Technique is she's going to have the first character of her, the first ability of its kind in the entire game with this. Secret Technique boosts the damage by 20% per card Mikasa has in her hand, and the overall damage that she does do against enemies is pretty darn high at the rank rank 3 of this ability, but unfortunately though, there is of course Blue Demon Meliodas in this game, and he's going to do a lot more damage as an area effect attack. Now the thing that makes Mikasa so strong is going to be her passive ability and her ultimate ability. Her ultimate ability is going to do increase basic hero stats by 50% and do 420% attack toward one enemy and go up to 630%. Now why is this strong, Sekapoko? Well, the overall Mikasa has a very interesting passive ability that for each other ally that receives damage during when attacked in the fight, she's going to increase this hero's stats by 3%, making it so that you can actually scale very high on your Mikasa on stats when you get into the fight. If the fight drags on for a little bit, you're actually going to have about 300,000 overall HP at the very end of it at max stats overall, which is very interesting. Now the thing about Mikasa that I thought was really weak was overall when I looked at her substats were really bad. Thanks for the sub.
Rakuma93 just subscribed, so not ready for this. While Albert glad to be here and love your vids and all you do. Keep it up, my guy.
Overall, Mikasa, it does have very weak overall substats, as you can see here. She's not very strong in any category, but as the fight drags on, she gets very strong and is actually a tank monster. I can't really show you her stats here, but she does get to about a little over 30,000 attack with her ultimate ability buff. I think I have a screenshot, actually. I was toying around with different thumbnails for this video, and I couldn't figure everything out, but this is how high Mikasa actually scales in a fight. She gets up to 31,000 total extra attack at max super awakening, 20,000 defense, 298,000 HP at maximum, and of course look at all of those substats. From the top, it's 55% pierce, 82% resistance, 66% regeneration, 71% crit chance, 175% crit damage, 81% crit resistance, 72% crit defense, 148% recovery rate, and 40% lifesteal. Overall, that's going to be a lot less, of course, with Super Awakenings not in the game, so that's going to be a little bit less for her overall survivability and damage. So I'm not sure if she's going to be a super viable unit on the global version, but she is a unit you could potentially use because of how strong she is. So, Sekapoko, should I pull for the AOT collaboration units that are coming to the game? Dude, they're collab units. I don't know if they're going to be good for a long period of time, but I can tell you that Mikasa with Super Awakenings is really fun to play in PvP right now. We've been winning a lot of matches in top tier PvP for Challenger and Champion League for Ungeared, so I've had a lot of fun with her, and she's a lot of fun there. Unfortunately, Levi, though, I did struggle with him a little bit. I didn't really like him as much. Eren, I did see some gameplay videos of him. I didn't really like what I saw. It wasn't really something that I wanted to go into personally. It wasn't really my cup of tea as far as the unit goes, but it can do somewhat well. And finally, we have SR Eren, who did do well, I believe, in the SR boosted week, but I haven't actually seen him work that well other than that. So I haven't tried him out a lot because on JP you have to have a lot of stuff done to try out units, and I went over that in that video thumbnail you saw at the start. But as far as the units go, I was kind of in love with the Mikasa character as far as the best character of the entire batch, as far as my favorite personally. But, you know, you can make arguments for Levi, you can make arguments for Eren. They're all very good units, but should you pull for them? This is going to be up to you and your wallet, dude. And honestly, I do not know about the overall viability of these units. And if you're going to be saving for units on global, it's up to you, dude. They are really fun. And I can tell you all of them are fun. I have had fun with each one of them. Choose if you want to play with them or not. It's up to you. So let's go ahead and go over the AOT actual collaboration event. Now this mission right here is going to be for collecting coins for SR Eren. It allows you to just complete missions that you're going to be doing on the daily, login events, etc. that allow you to get SR Eren. It also dovetails in with the Hawk Pass, which I can't see because the Hawk Pass is actually gone now. And the Hawk Pass will allow you to get the other Eren cosmetics. Now, sorry, not Eren cosmetics, but, well, I guess you could get Eren cosmetics as well as SR Eren copies. Now the SR Eren copies are free, and you can all 6 of them for free, of course. And the second part of this event, it didn't come in until much later into the AOT collab, but the second half of it. And this event basically allows you to click this button 3 times a day. A little thing pops out here, and you're able to get one of these prizes. The prizes can be gold or diamonds, depending on what you want to do. You do it once by clicking here, and the second one you can get by retweeting it, basically, for SNS. And the third one, you have to do the Colossal Titan once per day in any capacity in order to get the third charge of it. Now, the AOT Story Collab, of course, is a full story collaboration event where you're able to actually just go through and clear all these story missions here. And once you're done with it, you will have all this AOT stuff unlocked. The AOT collaboration also offers a second mode here, and this mode allows you to go through and clear various stages on this side event, dealing lots of diamonds, and of course getting these tickets, which you can actually use in order to clear the Colossal Titan. The Colossal Titan is a brand new thing that's going to be coming to the game, which is going to allow for 4-man raids. The Colossal Titan only has one drop, and the one drop that it does provide are these little thingies here. I don't know what they're called, doesn't really matter, but they're a material that you get that allows you to get horns, wings, chalices, anvils, ears, books. You're also able to get SSR gold chests. You're able to get SSR pendants. You're able to get anvils, SSR blue stones, hammers, and purple stones from this event. You also are able to get the cosmetics that are coming from the event, as you can see, for a full set of SSR cosmetics for each one of the collaboration units, and of course in a copy of SSR Eren. So you're going to make sure you want to clear out at least one of these tabs so that you can actually get everything there. Now in a 4-man raid, what you're going to have to do by joining a 4-man raid is actually invite multiple different friends. Now the problem with 4-man raids on the Japanese version is that this does not have infinite rewards, and once you've cleared the shop, there is no reason, of course, to continue to do this except for the daily mission. And the 4-man collaboration raid, if you get into a raid here, you'll invite a bunch of friends, and a bunch of people will then join your raid. But as you can see here, after inviting a bunch of people, even though it is a 4-man raid, this is the experience that we've had on the Japanese version while playing this event. Many people will sit here in this window for maybe 20 minutes while waiting for people. Now, unfortunately, that is the case, so please join us on twitch.tv/Sekapoko. So if you need Titan raids, you can, of course, talk to people and say, hey, yo, I would like to do Titan raids. Does anyone want to join? And, of course, we can all do them together so that we're not missing out. Is probably the best course of action for you. So if you do miss out on getting Titan raids, it is the best possible way for you to get people live to join your Colossal Titan. Now in this mode, as you can see, you have to lock in a certain team that you're gonna have to use for this. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock in the team and then go up here to the clear stage. Now at this clear stage, you can see I have to clear this the Armor Titan, and the drops that you get out of the Armor Titan, if I go up to it, it's only going to cost 9 stamina, but it's going to have a 12% chance of dropping 4 SR blue stones. This is also going to let you drop purple stones, purple chalices as well, so give you demon chalices, and is a 60% drop of dropping purple stones as well as 4-star chalices, and you can see the drops here are phenomenal. So you should probably farm this if you need blue stones, because basically for 9 stamina, you can have a really high chance of getting 3 blue stones. So if you want to do auto repeat mission on this for infinite farming, this is the best way in the entire game to get blue stones, I think, for cheap. So if you're looking to get blue stones, again, the last stage against that dude, pretty easy. So you might want to skip book farming this week. Just FYI, you might. I'm not saying you should. You might want to skip book farming this week. Just saying. Okay, just you might want to. Guys, well, that's going to be it for the news on this video. I wanted to go over the AOT collaboration, give you a full look into exactly what it is, and of course we're going to go into everything here. There's a Hawk Pass that gives you a lot of rewards for the cosmetics for Eren and everything that I'm not going to go over specifically, but essentially just it's a Hawk Pass. Just you do it for free and you get the SR stuff, or you buy it and you get cool stuff. All right, so let's go to Q&A and talk about whatever chat wants to talk about for a little bit. So. Will we go past level 70 now? There was no announcement in the dev notes that they just brought out saying that we go to level 80. The only thing we know is that there are new people in the Content Creator Club, as well as a special chance to get a SSR ticket as well as diamond ticket from the social media event, which we're gonna hit it. Don't worry about it. Just retweet the event. Go to forums, retweet. How long is the AOT event here for? It's going to be arriving on, I believe, July 21st, from what I've been seeing, and it's going to be for 2 weeks. LV Million Derriere is now a skip. Thanks, AOT Collab. Bye. Bye, YouTube. Nice. Super Awakening Heroes. Super Awakening is a new mechanic on the Japanese version, and it comes much later. It's not even close to global yet, so don't worry about it. If it comes early, that would suck, and people would riot. When we watching more of The Boys. The Boys is great. I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow, actually, so I thought we were going to do it at like 10 a.m., but I'll probably have to do it another time, so if you want to join us on Discord, we're probably going to join us on Twitch for tomorrow's stream, and then we'll talk about doing something for The Boys after I put out videos and stuff. So if you want to join us on Discord, it's in the link in the description below. Yes, on July 21st. Cool. Do you think Net is going to drop a whole month worth of skip banners? I doubt it. Since they just put out the AOT collab banner. The fact that we're getting no Goddess Ellie could affect Mikasa's ability to stay alive in PvP. I have no idea, actually. I'm actually kind of curious about that myself. Goddess Ellie was not the only thing that actually that you needed to bring. Goddess Ellie had this shield, which was really nice, but Pierce comp's already stopped by Red King, so you can already use that as a way to stop it. And I'm not really sure if how she's going to do against Red Escanor comps. I'm actually really interested in that because Secret Technique might do pretty well against that, but the thing that she won't do well against, of course, is the Arthur effect with the bleed. So you may have to use a cleansing character or something like that. She may not do well on global right now with the Red Esca meta, so I'm really kind of curious on how it's going to go. But I don't think Levi will do too well. He might, but I definitely think Eren's going to do really bad because Red Escanor is a thing. Will I be summoning? Currently, I have no plans to, but you know how that goes. Did you notice SSR Eren is not a reward from the minigame? I didn't notice. I didn't even notice what you're talking about. What minigame? I don't think the collab effect. This affects the meta, right? I have no idea. Do you think we're gonna get a free collab unit like last time? Yeah, we're getting SSR Eren for free. That's what we got on the JP version, and seeing how it happened so quickly on Japan, and then like within 2 weeks it was on global, I'm fairly certain it's going to be exactly the same because redesigning it for global will be nearly impossible with the amount of time that was available. So they're just basically translating everything and putting it over to global because it's basically been 2 weeks since the event has started on JP and is now on global. So I don't think we're going to get anything different here. Why does Toga have to be my new waifu? Toga. Free SSR Eren? Yeah, I'm assuming so, because we had it on the JP. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing, Razor? Which one of the units is the best in your opinion, and what should it pull for? I literally just went over it in the video. Please rewatch the video when it comes out. The image puts in the dev notes. Nice. Rip, I might start buying subscriptions. For what? Hope this banner is in global is better than the one JP. I mean, it's going to be the exact same banner. I don't know why it would be any different. If I looked at the AOT collaboration unit banner, I think the units were all on global. From what the looks of it, the units on the banner are that were different are of course Matrona and SSR Arthur. Every other unit though I believe is on global, so I don't know how it's going to be different. The other units on the banner are Deldry, Death Pierce, Elaine, Green Helbram, and Green Giant Matrona Diane. Probably not going to have Green Giant Matrona Diane on this banner. It's probably going to be something else entirely, and it's going to just flip out for other units. There might be like an Escanor on this banner, might be completely better on global. Who knows? Are we getting Hawk Boss? Hawk Boss comes at a different time. I don't know if we're going to be able to do Hawk Boss effectively on global because of the lack of UR gear that we're going to have on a lot of characters, but it might be okay to do. I think Hawk Boss might be a little bit premature. Though, of course, got to get Crab Boss and a couple other bosses in between. But the fact we're getting Armor Titan so early is really interesting. Colossal Titan really early is really interesting. Why skip book farming? Because the Bluestone event might actually be better. Wait, AOT coming global now? Yeah, that's the whole video, dude. Hi, Sekapoko. Thanks for all the support and 7 minutes since community. No problem, SPP Gaming. Glad you enjoy the streams and the content. Global has no chill. It does not have any chill. Gemma has the kitty, if you didn't notice. Gemma wanted to sit here and ask me a question, but she has a kitty here, so we have to talk about news. Good night, Gemma. I love you. We have a great day.
Me too. I found the kitty on the couch.
Very, very cool. Oh, okay.
She's sleeping up.
Oh, very nice.
She's trying to cuddle it.
Hawk Boss is a possibility for the collab because we are the clearer Levi and Mikasa and Eren Cosmetics. I don't know. Keelan Payment quit the game. I'm pretty sure he was on the track for a while. Hopefully he doesn't because I love Keelan and I hope he doesn't leave, but it is what it is. Seka, do you think that UR Melee gear will only release with LV Melee? I don't know, actually. That's actually a really good point. I don't know why Meliodas is so delayed on UR gear, but the fact that we get Escanor gear, UR gear super, super early kind of makes up for it, so I don't really mind having no UR gear for Melee. They really just don't like Pierce. Do you think they will put on a Benimaru on Levi or Mikasa? Probably not. It's going to be the exact same as on JP because of how close the collabs were together. I think the Slime collaboration event had a lot more time to plan changes in between. The only thing that I would think they would have time for is changing units on the banner and minor changes. I don't think they would try to change up reward schemas and a lot of different things because it would be a lot more work, and that's kind of counterintuitive. You know, you want to do the least work possible for the most money, right? Hashtag Netmarble. I meant the cleaner cosmetics for the collab units that came to Hotbox. Not sure how we get them. Oh, you're right. You know what? That's actually right. Violet Evergarden, that makes a good point. We actually got special cosmetics as well through the Hawk Boss. So we might actually get the Hawk Boss. You're actually right. That is something I didn't think of. Did you see the global trailer for AOT Collab? Wow. Lost made Meliodas use the Captain Meliodas abilities? No. completely the same as his own self. All new variants have new character cosmetics, just like Demon Meliodas is totally different. But in global, we get Bunny Barn for free. It's because we're very, very, very far apart, as I've said 5 times, and apparently no one's listening. Imagine they plan different events for the collab because of the instance global and JP. That would be very interesting to see if they actually plan completely different events from the start of launch for both JP and global. And if they had completely different collaboration event, that would be very interesting to see. Do collabs ever return? They have not yet. So the Gumball Machine mission is a daily thing, and you can do it only 3 times. You get it 3 times per day. So you can just continuously reset it and get it 3 times per day, as many times as you want throughout the event. But of course, no, there's a limit. What do you think the next commandment will be out for global? The next commandment out for global, we assume be Monspeed, but you know, global's going crazy, so who knows? When will collab units come back? Dude, I literally just answered that question. So we're getting to the repeat question territory, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff. Thank you for coming out to the streams and everything there. I'm going to be putting out the video very, very soon. So all you guys on YouTube, thank you for coming out to the video. I'm, of course, going to be streaming tomorrow. There's going to be an early stream tomorrow for the new JP content. There's a new tower of challenges and stuff. We'll be answering a lot of collab questions for people who are on global about the AOT units, about everything there. So if you want to join us, twitch.tv/Sekapoko. I'm going to get up early. I usually get to take Thursdays off, but I think I'm going to switch up my day off to a different day. I think we're going to go back to Wednesdays, and I'll just maybe take off Saturday this week or something. But as far as the new events going, this new Tower of Challenges, a bunch of new stuff coming out, the Summer Cosmetics tomorrow. So if you want to join us, I'm going to be live at 6 a.m. I'm probably not doing polls right away because we did a ton of polls in the AOT Collab Event, and I feel kind of burned on doing polls and stuff. So I will see how it goes, but I'm basically just going to get up. We'll start at 6 a.m. If you guys want to come out, see you there. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace.